Happy Sunday, my fellow strangers. This is Mrs. Strange, and on today's episode of Stranger Universe, I will talk about the mysterious cave in Stranger Things 5 that actually connects to the stage show, The First Shadow.
But before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Stranger Universe content. Turn on your notifications to never miss another Stranger Universe episode again. Follow us on our social media platforms to stay updated for the latest news from the Stranger Universe family every day. And now, let us begin.
In Stranger Things Season 5, it's revealed that Max Mayfield is alive and trapped within the memories of Henry Creel. One of these memories features a cave that Vecna is unwilling to enter and seems strangely terrified of, making it the ideal refuge for Max. During an interview with Variety, the Duffer Brothers were asked if this is the same cave referenced in the stage play, Stranger Things: The First Shadow. It turns out that it is the same, and explains how Season 5 and the play had to be cautious not to spoil each other. For those that don't know Stranger Things, The First Shadow explores Henry Creel's origins before he transformed into Vecna. The Duffers teased more overlap with the play, while clarifying that viewers can still fully comprehend Season 5 without having seen the stage production. Matt Duffer said, "When we were working on the play with Kate Treffry, we had Henry's backstory worked out. There was always a balance that we had to find in terms of how much we were going to put in the play. You'll see, especially as you reach the final episode, there's more overlap with the play." Ross Duffer also chimed in. Max finds that Oklahoma poster, which people who haven't seen the play are maybe like, why is Henry in Oklahoma? But I think it's nice for us to start to tie those two together. You absolutely do not have to have seen the play to understand. They're Easter eggs more than anything. You may be asking, how does The First Shadow tie into all of this? And why is that cave relevant? The answer is that The First Shadow revealed Henry and his family moved to Hawkins from Nevada, which also happens to be where the Nina Project from Season 4 was located. During his time in Nevada, young Henry was exploring caves near an army base. In one of those caves, he was suddenly transported to Dimension X, an alternate dimension that predates the Upside Down's inverted version of Hawkins, and this is when he first came into contact with the Mind Flayer. This would explain why Vecna was scared to enter that in his memories. This is where he was first exposed to the Mind Flayer and alternate dimensions. This memory may be too traumatic for him to enter, and he might even fear the Mind Flayer's power. While Seasons 4 and 5 have positioned Vecna as the show's ultimate villain, The First Shadow reveals that the Mind Flayer manipulated Henry as a young child long before he moved to Hawkins. The fear of the cave memory could suggest that the Mind Flayer remains the big bad and the one in charge after all. Although the cave holds significant connections to the play, the Duffers' comments indicate that the mystery behind it will be unraveled in the show's remaining episodes. They ensured that the mystery wasn't spoiled in the play, allowing all audiences to discover the answers simultaneously. In terms of smaller connections, the Duffers mention the memory Max encounters where a young Joyce Byers is distributing flyers for a production of Oklahoma starring Henry. This is an Easter egg as Henry is cast in Oklahoma during his time at Hawkins High School in The First Shadow. Also, did you notice the date on the flyer? Totally not a coincidence. We shall see how all of this will play out during the final episodes of Stranger Things this Christmas and New Year's. Overall, very intriguing times. And that is all that we have for today. Do you think that the Mind Flayer will return as the final villain in Stranger Things 5? Today's special shout out is for DDog263.
To get a chance at becoming our next special Stranger Universe shout out, type it down in the comment section below. Turn on your notifications to never miss another episode like this one. Join us on our episode premieres to interact with everyone in the Stranger Universe family. And thank you all for watching. I'm Mrs. Strange. This is Stranger Universe. Over and out.